What if I told you that the most important lesson about surviving life's hardest moments was taught to me in my dad's kitchen when I was 8 years old? Today, I'm sharing a memory that's been sitting in my chest for years, waiting for the right moment to come out. This month, we're exploring how nature holds the blueprints for mental resilience that no therapy session or self-help book has ever captured. And today's story, it starts with 3 pots of boiling water and ends with me understanding why some people break under pressure while others become unstoppable. If there was such a thing as insider trading for mental skills, you just found the spot. Mental skills are the cheat code to life that no one's talking about. Mental is your proactive resource that shares time, tools, and techniques to help you not just survive, but thrive in today's ever-changing landscape. I want to thank our sponsors of this podcast, the UPS store off 12th and Patterson and Fire FC Soccer Club, for consistently investing in a resource to help be a solution for today's young adults and their mental skills. Lastly, I want to remind you that the hard things you may be going through right now are not your final destination. Everything you're going through will soon turn into everything you went through. Don't forget, without rain, nothing grows, and all broken colors still color. Now, on to the cast. I was 8. My little sister was 6, crying over something. Probably our older brother being his usual annoying 12-year-old self. We were all in the kitchen, and instead of telling us to go play or sending us to our rooms, my dad did something I'll never forget. He pulled out 3 pots, filled them with water, and set them on the stove. "Come here," he said, his voice gentle but serious in a way that made you know something important was about to happen. My sister stopped crying. My brother actually put down his Game Boy. We gathered around the stove, watching these 3 identical pots start to bubble and boil. Then Dad reached into the fridge and grabbed a carrot. From the pantry, a raw egg. And from that old coffee tin above the sink, a handful of coffee beans. "Watch closely," he said, dropping the carrot into the first pot, the egg into the second, and the coffee beans into the third. For 20 minutes, we stood there. 20 minutes that felt like forever when you're a kid. The kitchen filled with steam. I remember the water was so hot, the bubbles would splash out of the pots, and we just waited. I remember my sister kept asking, "What's happening, Daddy? What's happening?" And he just smiled and said, "Same thing that's happening to all of us, sweetheart. Life." When the timer went off, Dad turned off the heat and pulled out each item, one by one. The carrot first. He held it up, and it was mushy, soft, bendable. He could practically mash it between his fingers. "This carrot was strong before the heat," he said, letting us touch it after it cooled off. "But the boiling water made it weak, soft, easy to break." Then came the egg. He cracked it open right there at the sink. And instead of the runny yolk we expected, it was hard-boiled, completely solid. The egg was fragile before, Dad explained, holding up the solid white. But the same heat that weakened the carrot made the egg hard, tough, protected. My brother, always the smart aleck, goes, "So what's the point? Heat makes things soft or hard?" That's when Dad picked up the third pot, the one with the coffee beans. And the smell, God, the smell filled our entire kitchen. Rich, warm, and so calm. The water had turned this beautiful dark brown. He poured us each a small cup. Probably way too much caffeine for kids, but whatever. And said something I'll never forget. The carrot and the egg were changed by their environment, but the coffee beans, they changed their environment. He looked at each of us, his eyes serious but kind. When life gets hot, when things get hard, you have 3 choices. You can be like the carrot, let the heat make you weak and soft, easy to break. You can be like the egg, let the heat make you hard and closed off from the world. Then he held up that steaming cup of coffee. Or you can be like the coffee beans. When the heat comes, and it will come, you can change the situation around you. Make it better. Make it something that helps not just you, but everyone around you. I think about that day a lot now, especially after Dad passed 3 years ago. Especially when life gets so overwhelming, I can barely breathe sometimes. Because here's what I didn't understand at 8 that I desperately needed to understand at 28. That kitchen lesson wasn't just about coffee beans. It was about identity. It was about who you choose to become when everything around you is falling apart. Are you in boiling water right now? Maybe your mental health is struggling and you feel like you're drowning. Maybe your family is imploding, or you lost someone you loved, or you made a mistake so big it feels like it changed everything. Maybe you're dealing with trauma, or addiction, or just the crushing weight of trying to figure out who you're supposed to be in a world that feels completely chaotic. You're in the pot. The heat is real. The pressure is unbearable, I know. And you have those same 3 choices my dad showed us. You can let it make you soft, give up, shut down, let life happen to you instead of choosing what comes next. You can let it make you hard, build walls, close off your heart, protect yourself so much that nothing can get in, but nothing beautiful can get out either. Or you can be the coffee beans. You can look at that boiling water, that depression, that anxiety, that heartbreak, that failure, and say, okay, this is happening, but I'm not just going to survive this. I'm going to transform it into something that makes the whole situation better. The coffee beans didn't avoid the heat. They didn't resist it or pretend it wasn't happening. They let themselves be completely changed by it, but in a way that changed everything else too. Your pain doesn't just have to be pain. Your trauma doesn't have to just be something you carry. Your anxiety, your depression, your grief, it can become the exact thing that helps you understand and comfort others going through the same heat. I think about my little sister sometimes, who's now a therapist working with kids in crisis. I think about my brother, who became a teacher after struggling through his own addiction recovery. I think about how that 22-minute kitchen lesson somehow planted seeds in all of us about who we wanted to be when life got hard. And I think about my dad, who probably had no idea that this random Tuesday afternoon would become the thing I'd carry with me through every difficult season of my life. So here's what I want you to remember. You're not just surviving your hard season. You're not just getting through it. You have the power to transform it into something that makes your entire environment better. That anxiety you're dealing with, it's teaching you empathy that will help you spot when others are struggling before they even ask for help. That depression that makes you feel so alone, it's giving you a depth of understanding about darkness that will make you a lighthouse for someone else someday. That trauma that feels like it broke you, it's actually revealing a strength in you that nothing else could have uncovered. You are not the carrot getting soft under pressure. You are not the egg getting hard and closed off. You are the coffee beans, taking the worst thing that could happen to you and turning it into something the whole world needs. Dad, if you're listening somehow, thank you. Thank you for teaching 3 kids that we didn't have to be victims of our circumstances, that we could be the thing that changes them. And to everyone else listening, next time you drink coffee, remember this. You have the power to transform your environment. You have the power to make something beautiful out of the heat. Building mental skills isn't just about handling stress or bouncing back. If you develop mental skills, it essentially means you're preparing yourself to build strong relationships, make sound decisions, and find genuine fulfillment in whatever you do, wherever you are. That feeling of being stuck, you're just early in the process. The moments you feel down and lost, you're not broken, you're building. Remember, you're always just one choice from a new beginning, and a single commitment away from a new life. The 2026 version of you is waiting.